Hi, this is Pastor Roy, and today, you know what, I just want to take time out and just share with you just how blessed I am for you listening to these short teachings that we're presenting you each and every day. Today we will be out of St. John, the 6th chapter. Again, most of you are very familiar with the stories, the adventures of the disciples as well as Christ. One thing that we have to understand that those disciples, now listen to me very carefully, those disciples had no idea, and that's what's so incredible about the journey and life of being a Christian. If you look at it for what it's really worth, we are still following Christ. Why do I say that? It's because He lives within us. And do you not understand that each and every day that Christ is walking you through a word that's in the New Testament as well as in the Old Testament? Are you not conscious of that? And you're always asking God, well, God, why is this happening? It's because Christ, is living out His word through you, through verses and chapters within the Old Testament as well as in the New. So the thing that you should do is ask God, where are you in the scripture? So that way you can find yourself, and be happy, because the Lord is doing great things for you. Well, you should be happy as well as myself. Well, listen. Again, Christ was going to do something that was just absolutely impossible for man to do. And the reason why He was doing this was to get not only their attention, but to show them that He was God. But not only that, but to let them see. Now listen at this. He eventually told them, these things that I do right now, you think that it's so impossible. These things you will be able to do and greater. Well, in this particular chapter, it was the time of the Passover, and there were many people that were following, with Christ and behind Christ, and there were over 5,000 people that were hungry. So Christ turned, listen to it, Christ turned to Philip. Maybe it was because Philip was money conscious. Not so much as Judas, but he was money conscious. And every time that God asks you a question, listen, it's a self-examining time. All right? And so, real quickly, without any hesitation, Philip says, wow, I think if we, all of us, including you, Jesus, if we go to work 2 weeks, we will only have a little bit, maybe enough to give each one of them a morsel of bread. Do you realize that Christ never responded to that? Because that was too limiting. Here is the God that was sustaining the universe while He was in the womb of His mother. He created the sun, the moon, the stars, the nebulas, the black holes. So He looked at, and all of a sudden, there was another disciple brought Christ, a young man that had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And you know what happened? Getting ready to do the impossible. I love this. You know what Christ says? Set the men down at 50s and 100s as well as the women and the children. And you know what? Just like a high priest, He stood up and He broke the bread. Why did He break the bread? You never asked yourself. Because in breaking the bread, He released the size of the miracle as well as the fish. Well, this is Pastor Roy. I hope and pray that you have been blessed. If so, take time out and write me. Until then, may our God richly bless you and keep you forever. Bye-bye.